Hey everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. I hope you're all very well. Today I wanted to let you know what I'm currently reading. I'm busy reading such a fantastic book. I heard about it a little while ago on BookTube, and I always get a bit nervous about, reading a book that's really been hyped up on BookTube because a lot of the time I just don't really get it. I just think, yeah, it's all right. It's not, like Home Before Dark by Riley Sager, for instance. Everyone was raving about that book, and it just didn't really fascinate me that much. Or, I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Ian Reid. There's just, I don't know, I think books get so overhyped and it makes me quite sad. But I picked up The One by John Mars. And I think April from Getting Hugger With It originally told, BookTube about this, and I saw her video. So I decided the premise sounded really good. And the premise is that basically DNA can now make you find your perfect match in life, the person that you're supposed to be with. Even if you're a heterosexual female or male, your match could potentially be someone of the same sex as you, and it's just part of your DNA. And when you meet, it's just like woomph, you know it. So this new technology's been created, but then a bunch of people are starting to not date the natural way anymore. People are ending their marriages. Even, pretty much like terrorist attacks are happening because of how this new technology has just taken over the world. So, as great as it sounds that you can meet the love of your life, um, it's not all just sunflowers and roses. So, and sometimes the love of your life could potentially be in a different country, probably more often than not, really, and you can't afford to get there. So, are you ever going to meet? You could meet your match and they could be married with kids, and you just ruin all that if you choose to pursue it. So I really, really enjoyed the premise, and the book follows 5 different people on their path after getting matched with their perfect person. And funnily enough, a little bit of the book is set in Leighton Buzzard, which is literally just down the road from where I live. So I found that part quite fascinating, to be honest. And I heard that next year the book is actually going to be made into a Netflix TV show. So super duper excited for it. I'm honestly really loving the book. I've been hooked. I started it yesterday. It's about, I think it's over 10 hours long on Audible, and I think I've got about maybe 4 hours left of it already, so I've just been flying through it. Can't put it down really. And yeah, I think at this stage, I think it's going to be a 5-star book for me. One of the main characters is even called Jade, so I mean, I'm biased, but I think it's really fascinating. The one couple you follow, this guy who is engaged to a woman, and she like kind of pressurizes him and says, come on, let's do this test just for shits and giggles before we get married. And he's like a bit hesitant about it, and then suddenly their results come back. She doesn't have a match, but he does, and it's with this man. I think he's like a chiropractor from New Zealand or Australia or something. So he's like, what the hell? And at first, like, she thinks it's super funny because he's not gay, but then it all just goes tits up, and he meets this guy and has this instant connection. So you follow their story. There's a girl that has a match who she believes has passed away, and she gets to know his family, who basically offer her to use his sperm that's in the sperm bank and have his baby, and that's all she's ever wanted in life is a family and her little happily ever after. And she's devastated that this guy is now dead, but now she's got a chance to have a piece of him with her forever. So there's that, but there's another massive backstory behind that, which I'm just getting into now. Every chapter there's just something new and exciting going on, which is really cool. There's just so many cool little storylines, and I thought at first it might be quite hard to keep up with 5 different characters and 5 different stories, but John Mars, the author, has just done such a great job with it. So I highly recommend it. And yeah, if you haven't read it, put it on your list. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.